Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wilson to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 into the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Give to the single back. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. Got enough space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They want to run this quarterback. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff him again on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Louisiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wilson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Raging Cajuns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding the run was coming.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And That's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wilson to pass. Got a man. It's Dickens. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Makes a man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Here we go. Trying to run, it's key. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Let's see what they dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Quinn. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Wilson will throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And the Raging Cajuns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll toss it to the left. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wilson to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Turning it on! And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Where's Ollie with the dub? I'll be balling like a game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Makes the quick grab. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stop.
There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give it to the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. 22. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
He's in open space downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, And it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt. And as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Try to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Nice move to pick up yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field.
22 water. 22 water.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.